104, which proves that libraries are healthy. I'd like to think they're looking down and having a peek around today and very much in favor of this beautiful building. We had wonderful boards over the years, too. From the first chairman of the Public Library Board, who was really Barney Bauer. Then Roy McMillan took over from him, and Bev Condra, then Herb, and Herb had a long, hard time, and he isn't finished yet either. And of course, Jack McKenzie, who ran around working so hard for this library, and just full of enthusiasm for it. They were all a tremendous help, and all the board members. We never had a board member that wasn't cooperative, willing to do things. We have a great tradition of boards here. And of course, we got our new librarian we trained her first on the library board. She came from the board. I think sometimes Marianne may have been a little annoyed at me for pushing her pretty hard to take the job as librarian. But I think maybe today she thinks it's worthwhile. Now, I think you can't help but look around here and see what a wonderful building this is. And I think the board deserves enormous credit, but I think a great deal of credit has to go to Marianne. Marianne was the person that thought of that wonderful human chain idea. Nobody else would have thought of that bright idea, and it was wonderful. Everything from 3-year-olds to 80-year-olds involved in passing those books. Marianne has brought the library into the future. She has done things that I know I couldn't have done. And she's done them with charm and efficiency and graciousness, and her staff is going to carry on this tradition. And I think when you say you dedicate the library to me, that was a lovely thing to do, but really, the library is dedicated to the people of this town. It really belongs to them. I used to ask the little kids when they came for classes, who owns this library? And they'd say, the King of England, or the President of the United States, or God, you know. And finally you get them down to the right answer, that's us. We own the library, and they like that idea. Well, that's who the library is really dedicated to the people of this town, and maybe especially to the children. Thank you very much.
Overheard someone talking after the human chain that brought all the books over, and there were a couple of people who said, you know, I've touched every book in that library. I said, that's nothing. Peggy Sanders has read every one. She's about the most wonderful librarian that we could ever have hoped to have had. We have a telegram just before we go on. Congratulations on the opening of your library and best wishes for the future. This comes from the board and staff of Ontario Library Service North. At this time, the official opening is really going to happen. We'll have the ribbon cutting. Would the ribbon cutters come up, please? It'll be Christine Hart, the Honorable Christine Hart, Frank McLash, Terry Jewell, the Honorable Frank, Terry Jewell, the Honorable Terry, Peggy Sanders, Evelyn Ford, and Marianne Williamson. The ribbon cutting.
Very, very brief. I would like to make sure that everyone signs the guest book. We'd like to keep that in our archives. And if you haven't signed it coming in, please sign it going out. I'd also like to thank everybody for coming here today to help us open up our new library. And also, some of you may be hungry. We're serving coffee and sandwiches in the multi-purpose rooms as soon as I quit talking. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. You've been a fantastic audience. It's super to see everybody. Have coffee, donuts, sandwiches, please.
Hey, after that, I started checking them out.
Hello.
Every time I walk in here,
Nice job. Hey, hello.
Don't do it.
Behind the scenes.
We're trying to get my shots that everybody
Sorting office. Peggy should be hanging around for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's cumulative.
Hey, look after him, man. Hey, you know what he's doing? Hey, did I tell you what I told Terry about that secret? My wife. I just couldn't hang on. See you guys later. And she sent to the old
Meeting post donated by
Well,
Mona
we'll have
McKenzie.
100 children.
just to make sure. You're not going to get it. Exactly what my own she's not into it. Okay, I'm ready. Shoot.
You only got one.
Name. Sure. How do you spell last name? Okay, yeah.
S-C.
How do you spell
J-A-W.
J-A-W.
O-R-S-P-Y.
Oh yeah, once I get rolling, it's cute.
It's a ski name.
Okay, now,
Okay. I'll read you a book.
Daddy, come and read me this book.
This is the back exit. I'm going down to the basement.
Get past me.
Reception room. Big Jack Reek.
What do you want me to do? Move away?